Big speakers!
Good evening.
How are you feeling?
Good.
Also, loud. When I wake up in the morning, I like to start my day with a bowl of calories, which makes me a serial killer. That was a joke, actually. And I like to observe things. I like to observe how people behave. I like to observe animals because I find that funny. And I also like to observe language. Hence the title of the speech, an observation trip. So I'm going to take you with me on an observation trip. And I was thinking, what can I base it on? And I was sitting there, and Anne came here and talked about public transport. And I thought, yes, that could work for me, because I do that every day. I commute every day, and I observe people on public transport. I used to be a teacher, which meant that I needed to observe things. My principal said, Mohammed, the secret to this is you need to observe things. Really everything in the school. So I grew like to observe things like the holidays. And I quite liked whiteboards because I find them remarkable. Now, let me ask you a question. Because I'm interested in statistics, I was looking for which capital of the world, which capital is the biggest increase, that has the biggest increase in numbers. Anybody knows? Anybody? It's Ireland, because every day it's Dublin. So when I was trying to write my jokes and ask some kids, what do you like my jokes to be about? And they said, we want you to write jokes about sea monsters. And I thought, that's just cracking me up. And so I like to observe things, and when you observe, you tend to learn for free. You really, when you see somebody doing something right, you say, all right, I'll do that. Or when you see somebody falling into misery, you say, right, I'll avoid that. So I tend to observe, and try to learn from it. Because let's face it, we don't have all the time in the world to communicate, to learn from each other so much. But by observing, it's like a free education. You watch there, it takes you 10 seconds, right, the lesson learned. So I worked hard on my speech, and I haven't slept for 10 days, because that would be too long to sleep, really. And, but really, I sleep, I usually sleep 8 hours in a day, and 10 in the evening. You may find this a bit stupid, and some of you actually may find it genius. But the difference between stupid and genius is that genius has its limits. And I'm just like really watching the time now, and watching the timekeeper there, and I thought, let me just take some watches and make myself a belt, so I cannot miss one of them. If one didn't work, then the other one. So make a belt. I thought that would be a waste of time. What amazed me is public transport. Really, public transport. But there is a country in the world which I'm not going to say. I'll let you deduce which country is that. And I was watching videos on public transport, and really, it actually scared me. It threw me. People are really busy in that capital that the trains are so packed that you're really standing. Public transport in London would be like a breeze compared to this capital. So you not only people will go and say, excuse me, No, it will be like, you see all these guards standing on the side of the train, and when people get in, they will actually be pushing them really, really hard. So you have 3 guards, one on either side, holding the door, while the other one's like pushing all the clothes in. And I thought, that is really, really crazy. It's actually scared me. So I thought, what happens? I was really wondering, I'm trying to think, what happens when all these people pushed in like sardines, when they want to get off on the next station, or when they get to their destination? And don't they actually stick? And, excuse me, these are my fingers, can I have them back? So, and when I was in that country, I saw people really early in the morning, because they really respect time, especially surgeons there, you find them with, all the surgical masks, really ready to go into their operations before they even get to this operating theater. So I thought that was really commitment at work, getting ready before you get to your work. But one of the things that amazed me in London, I was on a train, and this is a true story. I was on a train one morning, and I don't usually do this, overhearing what people are saying. But this time, I was pushed, So here is a lady, early in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, and she is on one of these, on the phones. She's going, yeah, I told the flatmate, I told him he can't leave his dirty dishes in the sink. And no, 3 times, everybody told, and it's like, excuse me, this is like Coronation Street on the tube. Give me a break, for God's sake. And I found that really, really funny, because we actually speak a lot on the phones these days, simply because we get free speaking plans. So, we start talking any rubbish, really. And it can actually get worse. On the bus in Clapham Junction, one day, I get on the bus and I thought, wow, this bus is empty. And suddenly, the lady behind me starts, yeah, I had my cup of coffee this morning. Nah, it's watery. Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna get another one. Yeah, and it's like, for God's sake, get a life. It's a cup of coffee, I'll sponsor you. So I find that funny, because people are talking really useless on their phones. And sometimes I catch myself doing that. So I sit there and observe what people are saying to each other on the phone, and I just giggle, and then take one of these sheets and say, yeah, that's another joke, that's gonna work with it. So another thing I observed is about how we dress, comparing men and women, the way we dress. And the way we dress, the way we buy, we men, the way we buy, when we go to the department store, we go like this. Shirt, cashier. It's a straight line. It's a straight line. Ladies, when I go with my wife and waiting for her to buy, she goes like in a maze. Let's see this. What do you get my nose? Let's do this. And let's do this. And then let's do this. And oh, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? It's really like a maze. It's like, snakes and ladders. When my wife goes with me, I tend to find somewhere to sit and let her do her game, and then wait until we go out. Because really, this is real life. Because men really all they need are shirt and trousers, and who cares? You ladies can see us wearing the same thing for hundreds of years, and you wouldn't actually care. Whereas ladies, they have to, match the colors. They have to make sure that, when was the last time I was 3 years ago? Do they still remember it? Or can I tell them to work? So we don't have that problem. So I feel a bit lucky. Sorry, ladies. You know. And the other thing I found about the dressmaking world for men and women is that I feel there's a conspiracy against women. I don't know why, but for example, men, when especially with, like trousers, the manufacturers they put the zip at the front, to make it easy. That's where your hand is. Just there. I want to get up in the morning without any fluff, without any waste of time. Just put on my trousers, zip it up, and go. Ladies, where do you find your zip? The furthest possible point from your hands. Why? I think the clothes manufacturers are really trying to give you a hard time. And sometimes, if you don't have somebody helping you to zip it up, I'm not going to work today. Sorry, I'm calling you. No one helping me with the zip, man. I can't. And even if they actually put the zip on the skirt, they don't put it at the front to make it easy. They put it on the side. And you do. I think there is a conspiracy really against women in that sense. That the manufacturers, those who design clothes, where can we make it really hard for ladies to wear? And that's why they spend a lot of time buying clothes. And to tell you the truth, the majority of the advertising is not for men because we don't care. We pass by them. For women, they want. I want one of them. I've got 20 of these, but I want 21. So, I think there is a conspiracy, so watch out, And, that's the way I think of it, and I don't know for now. So back again to public transport. And the other day, I was looking for something funny. I was looking for something funny. And I was actually writing on the tube. And suddenly, I remember this badge that ladies wear, which is written on a baby on board, which I think is a good idea. I think, the one who invented this is very, very smart guy or gal. And because, you don't have to ask for a seat now. You can just walk up really with your dignity and, you've got the badge on and people just move out of your way and they get up off their seat. So I thought it's a good idea. But, so I was sitting there writing and I thought I was lucky this morning, I found a seat and this lady comes up and her body language was really, really beautiful because she goes, and I thought, yeah, you are beautiful. Oh, the badge, the badge. Yeah, sorry. Do you want to see it? Thank you. And then she sits. And I thought, why can't I do the same? Tomorrow I'm getting my own. I'm getting baby on board here and I get seat every single time I go on the tube. So people can expand in using this. And the other day, I was just minding my business and this old pensioner, I think she probably was 80-year-old, probably. And she walks up and she has this badge on, baby on board. And because I'm already programmed, so I just jumped off my seat and said, do you want to see? And then she sat. And then I go, really? And she goes, pardon? I said, really? Baby on board? And she goes, yes. I said, where? She was just behind you, on the chair. The baby was on board. So, you guys are very fast. I guess some of you will be like, on the way home, go, that was funny. So anyway, when I'm traveling on reason, I don't know why, something about me, get stopped, and security will ask the typical questions. Have you packed up your bag? Yes. Take off your jacket. Take off your belt. Take off your shoes. I take them off. Bend over. What? You dropped your wallet. Thank you very much.